In today's episode of the Battle Lab, we've built a scenario called Strongpoint. Strongpoint requires that one team occupy and defend a fixed position in a built-up area while the other team assaults. And there will be a time limit of 15 minutes.
Yeah, so round two for A team on offense, going towards building 6, the 2-story building again. We did not do as well as we'd hoped the last time, so we're going to iterate by splitting our forces and trying to stretch them out at the same time. Hopefully we can keep enough people alive to get in there and make breach and affect the target the right way.
For this next one, we're going to be a little bit more synchronized between the elements, between the Strongpoint element and the Hunter element. And then we're also going to utilize the drones a little bit more effectively.
Roger, I don't hear any drones in there. We're moving.
I was going to note that the speed on Alpha Team right out the gates here is pretty high tempo.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the goal was to always have a support by fire position and a maneuver position, but yeah, like again, talking about adaptation, like those drones don't wait for your tactics to just be in the right place at the right time. You just have to like go.
We finally got a win against Alpha Team. At this point, we're reinforcing success. So just for the sake of switching stuff up, Jack's in the second story and building 6. I'm now hiding in the village. We're going to try to use drones to hit you out in the open again.
Shots fired. They're also on the eastern building, east of 6.
So Alpha Team still has video interceptors and drone alert mechanisms in the tech stack. Is that useful at all in the assault?
I mean, from before we get to our last covered and concealed position, absolutely,
Yep.
right? But at this point, they had already started staging their drones in static positions.
Yep.
So we're not getting a whole lot of that out of that technology. It's more about like, how do we move fast and then communicate?
Fuck, you need to see much here. You can see it from back here. Yeah, there's a guy up there. I see him. Yep.
I think one of the important things to talk about with the tech stack with this is I gave approval from the get-go, back to iteration 1, to our drone team that if they saw a threat from Alpha Team, they had approval to just go ahead and strike. Right. So what you're not seeing me is like overly controlling them. Like they're basically, their primary weapon system is that drone and they're hunting with it and they have the ability to do it. And so that's a big game change. It's not like I'm acting like they're close air support and now I'm calling the strike every time. That would slow it down and we would lose the effectiveness of the drones almost entirely because it's so hard to take advantage of that split moment when Alpha Team exposes themselves.
There's a payload drone coming our way. Alpha 1, Alpha 2. What are you guys doing? They might be dead. Oh, that one just went down. That payload drone just went down. All right. Oh, Alpha 3 is still in play. Okay. We're about to push. Brian's about to try to throw a grenade up in the window. They just throw the grenade, and then if it doesn't go, we'll just go to the door.
So maneuvering on the target building here, this is the rest of Alpha Team attempting to launch a smoke grenade on the top floor. That's something we had talked about before, like any openings whatsoever, let's get some effects inside that building.
Oh, fuck. Yep. All right, that means there's only one guy upstairs. I don't know if that would have got me or not. Hey, I got your 6.
Eagle.
Yeah, here's a numbers game. I mean, A team's got three guys on the bottom floor.
Yep.
All the munitions that come with that, so
Overwhelming.
you're in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
Hey. Stay there.
Clear, secure. We're clear and secure.
A team got 20 points, clearing and securing the objective building. Our approach was to split up and then do bounding movements across the open areas, so we could provide support for each other. That only started to fall apart as we got really close to the objective, so that turned out to be a pretty good strategy. I think we could do better, but we'll change the target and then try something else next time.
A team won. They ended up clearing and securing the building. Ultimately, we had a great game plan. We just had some equipment malfunctions. So I had maneuvered on them at the breach. My weapon went down, had a catastrophic malfunction. They had time to react and eliminate me. And then we had a drone malfunction. We were delivering an explosive payload as well. So tech and equipment failed, but you got to fight through that. We're just limited because we're a smaller team. So obviously when that happens, it has greater impacts.
So Alpha takes this one. Major learnings, Jerad, coming out of this one.
Spreading them out, right? The strategy was like, hey man, anytime we get together, one drone can potentially eliminate all of us. So like we need to spread them out and continue to apply the same principles and see how it goes.
Phil, 6 iterations now, 4 on offense, 2 on defense. How's the synchronization and the integration of the drone stack working for or against you at this point?
Yeah, so it becomes really challenging because you got 2 guys who are trying to maneuver on the ground at the same time we're trying to synchronize with the drones as well. Tech is not infinite, so like you're constrained by the resources you have, and that's, hey, you can only cover so much quadrants, you can only cover so much space with it, and Alpha Team did a good job of spreading us out, just like Jerad said with it. So here, how we're thinking about it now is how do we tighten in our humans in order to have closer sectors of fire, and then how do we conceal our drones? We got a little arrogant. We noticed that Alpha Team started to realize where our drones were at and then time their movements based on that as well. And so now it's, okay, how do we keep them hidden so that Alpha Team doesn't know where they're at and then we just immediately strike?
Well, let's get into run number 7.